Well, now greetings and salutations to you all once again. It is I, the Revenant Spectre, and this evening we're going to be streaming Warriors All-Stars. I have not streamed for a while, and that is understandable because of the simple fact that, well, I've just been tired lately. You know, tired from work, just haven't felt like streaming, or there's just some nights where I'm just like, I don't really want to bother with it. You know, sometimes I just want to play and not shoot my mouth off the entire time. So, anyways, we'll go ahead and get her started here. Got this on clearance at Best Buy, on top of the fact that GCU, I think I paid like $11, $12 and some cent or something for it like that. I don't really know, but just starting this out, so let's see what we got going on. Nope, don't want that. I've never really been like the hugest fan of these types of games, but some of them grab my attention, like the Fire Emblem series, the Legend of Zelda one. I've never beaten any of them, but I've gotten more into them, into the fact that, yeah, I really want to play them and give them a shot and see how everything's going with them, but I'm not really a person that's like, oh my god, I gotta have every one in existence, because even though there is some different gameplay tweaks every now and then, they kind of pretty much seem the same. But from what I've heard, the story in this is like insane, and just nutty and crazy and stupid all at once, so anyways, let's see here. All right. Why would it be save? I'd already been saving everything when it came to that stuff anyway, so I don't know what the heck's up with that. That's strange. Anyways. Autosave. Savings. Wait on the screen. Exits of a blah 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 blah. Beginner. Because that's how I roll. Well, I can already tell this is going to be weird. Oh god, it's in Japanese. I thought maybe only some characters were in Japanese, or I thought maybe I'd be able to change over the language to English, but apparently not. Ugh. I know this is supposed to be a culmination of a bunch of different characters from a bunch of different Koei Tecmo series. So Kitty Cat Fox Girl is trying to do something with summoning all these characters from other games. Okay, so I basically get to pick who I want to start with. I think I pick a team, actually. So I don't really know who the hell I'm going to go with. I was thinking about the Dead or Alive series, because that's like one of the only ones that I really know about. Yeah, I know Dynasty Warriors, Samurai Warriors. I have no idea what that is. I have no... Oh, no, Nobunaga's Ambition. I've heard of that, but I've never played any of them. I have no idea. I know of this game, but I haven't actually played it. I know of Dead or Alive. I'll probably add one of the Dead or Alive. Deception, I know of that. I know of that series. Yeah, Ryu Hayabusa. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna have him. William from Neo, yeah. Alchemist series. Knights of Azure series. You basically play as all of them, I think, or you level them up over time. I have no idea what the hell Rio is. Okay, so there's only so many of them. Well, hell yeah. Definitely gonna be playing as Ryu. I think you get like a group or something, I think. Oh shit balls. Move, jump, normal attack. I'm not too much just into... I don't even like the Ninja Gaiden series. I just think Ryu's an awesome ninja character, so I don't really care for those games. Yeah, that really helps that this is in Japanese and I'm trying to read what they're saying and trying to play at the same time. That makes a lot of sense. I really wish they would have had an English dialogue in this. Or at least have them not talk during battle. Holy shit balls. Oh yeah, Ayane, she's in the series as well. I remember that, yeah. Meet up with Ayane. I already had. Oh wow. Finally, freaking English. Brother William was English in the Neo series, so I mean it makes sense. So he's probably like the only English-speaking character in the game, I guess.
You're a ninja like Hanzo. I could not ask for a better companion.
Shit. I should have picked William to play as.
I am William. I was supposed to be in a place called Japan.
Well. Bitch. Suck it. They should do the hunt. There's again. Nintendo has direct tomorrow. Yes, sir, they do. Interested to know exactly what that's all going to be about. I think the Metroid Prime trilogy will get announced for Switch. What's with all the kitty cat people? Well, I guess it is a Japanese game, so. All the furries walking around every damn where. Yeah, I got me a trophy. Ooh, a silver trophy. Any more want to pop up there? I got a bronze one and a silver one. ほう。
この世界は泉の奇跡の力によって長く繁栄してきた。
Gotta read what's being said.
一つも実らぬほどに荒れ果てていた。歴代の王が三種の神器によって泉の力を操り、各地の祠に恵みを行き渡らせることで人々に暮らせるようになった。しかし全王が亡くなった時、泉と祠は急激に力を失った。そして新たな王が戴冠の儀を行う間もなく、泉の大地が枯れてしまった。そんな中、母上は私たちに古い言い伝えを教えてくれた。泉が力を失い、世が滅びに向かいし時、異界の英雄降りたか英雄祠に己が力を与え、泉を再び蘇らせ、英雄を導きし戴冠の儀を経て王となり、世に大いなる繁栄をもたらされ。この言い伝えにして、
Yeah, that Nintendo Direct that probably won't start until like, well, I don't know when it might start for us. I think if it's like over in Japan, it'll start anywhere, I think between 4 or 5 a.m. or something like that. Or it starts at like 12 p.m. Pacific time or something, I don't know. So that would be like 3 over here, I think, on the eastern seaboard. 12, 1, 2, 3, yeah. Well, we got ourselves a invitation to join a party, so we're gonna get into a party for a little bit. Let's see, what time is it? 1:07 over here. So 1:07 it is. I'll probably stream for about an hour or so. Hello? Hey, what's happening? Yeah, once again.
I don't know what it is up with Sony and not working.
It's like it happens so briefly for a period of time where it'll show up, like very rarely. Like it's happened with my fiance a couple times in the past when she streamed over the past couple weeks or something, and I think it's probably happened for me once. So this is something that has been going on for a long while now. I don't understand why YouTube or Sony or whoever it is can't fix this crap, especially all these firmware updates that they do.
Yeah, YouTube has had like a second update on the PS4, which is strange. And I typed a comment, but I guess you didn't see it. Nintendo's supposed to have a direct tomorrow. I don't know what they're going to be talking about. Most definitely the Fire Emblem thing, and I hope we get a release date whenever Final Fantasy VII comes out for the. But I'm gonna wait till Black Friday to get that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
and I got a month left of GCU left. Wah!
Time to pre-order all that you can think of before it finally goes out. I heard from a guy at Best Buy, as a matter of fact. He was telling me that one of the reasons they were getting rid of the GCU was because of the fact that a lot of people were going and price matching items with them from other websites and whatnot to get the points through Best Buy's website. So anytime they price match anything, the GCU doesn't add on top of it. So it's like whichever one works best for the price is the one that they use.
Oh, speaking of price match, Walmart is having a PlayStation Classic for $40 for like 2 days, but you can price match that at Best Buy for $40, and I'm thinking about getting one at that price.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. I'm like, I might do it when it's like maybe 20 or 30 or something like that, maybe. But I don't.
Well, probably going to wait a little bit longer for that.
Yeah, absolutely. They had this thing going on at Target sometime back, like I think it was before Christmas or right after Christmas or something like that. They had this thing going on at Target where you had, if you were like a Red Card member, you could end up getting the app on your phone and use the app to go and use at a Target store to go and show the coupon where it could give you the PS1 Classic for like $23 or $25 or something like that, but you had to use that app, and it was only for a limited amount of time, which was really weird. But they had something like that was going on, but I think like the store itself had to actually acknowledge it, and I guess maybe all stores weren't doing that, which doesn't make any sense, but...
Yeah, a lot of people are buying that. There's a new Dead or Alive game, I think it's called Dead or Alive Extreme 3 Fortune or something, and it's already going to be on the Switch, but people are going to go to Play Asia and pre-order that stuff.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Even the previous DOA game had like tons of sales through Play Asia. I think they said that was like their most like pre-ordered game or something.
Is that the one with the Extreme Beach volleyball thing that's going on?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I remember how like a big hit that was on the OG Xbox.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They put out a couple of them since then, but yeah, they were trying to censor it because of all the butthurt little fairies. Like, there's too much jiggle in the game. I'm like, do you even friggin' realize, dude, where Dead or Alive started? It started on the PS1, and they had, like, frickin' out-of-control boob physics, like, jello to the max stuff, and it's been like that ever since. But now all the little SJW NPC little pussy-face wannabes want to bitch and piss and moan about it. I'm like, dude, it's been like that forever. Go cry in your corner or whatever. Just get the hell away from this series. The series has always been like that. If you don't like it, don't freaking buy it. Don't play it. You gotta piss on everything, anything that would be good or anything that fans would like, because people want to be able to have it to its most original form. They don't want to have that stuff censored. I mean, I'm just saying, it's just like I can't freaking stand censorship like that, man. I can't freaking stand it. It aggravates the shit out of me.
Yeah. Of course, the only reason Americans buy it is because we're a bunch of perverted.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's one of the reasons why people get it. They want to see the jubbly physics. But hey, more power to them. If it's in the game, you're paying your money. If that's the way it's going to be, that's the way it's going to be. I shouldn't have to have somebody tell me what I can and can't play when the developer themselves are going to put that in the game anyways to begin with. I shouldn't have some little whiny troll online tell me what I can and can't play or what I can and can't use my money on. And that's what they're trying to do. It's just ridiculous.
And I was going to say, before you know it, they'll be censoring anime. Say, oh, we don't like all this fan service, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, well, they've already been doing that now with like SJWs are trying to get into the anime space because it's been happening so much with like comic books and video games and all that stuff. And now it's actually starting to get into the anime space. As a matter of fact, I ended up hearing about who was it? A friend of mine posted it on Facebook. It was a friend, not a friend. It was an actor. The voice of Brawly ended up getting fired by Funimation because of some quote unquote, like terrible stuff or something that he was doing. They didn't go into detail about it. They didn't mention what it was. They didn't say nothing about it. I'm just like, here we go, another one of these accusation things. I'm like, until actual proof and details come out, I'm not believing a damn thing that they say. They ended up firing him for something. I have no idea what it is.
Man, that sucks.
Yeah, so I don't know if he'll be in anime anymore or voice acting or what the heck. But anyways.
Yeah, Sony released an interesting article. They said, do not underestimate Nintendo, but of course they're one to talk since they're not going to be at E3 this year, and they're being all hush-hush about the PlayStation 5, and of course there's rumors that might be able to play PS1 and PS2 stuff, and PS3 I doubt it unless they develop some sort of new like emulation program, because you know the PS3 was like really hard to emulate because of its like they call it cell architecture or something.
Yeah, my freaking controller cut itself off, and I had to turn it back on again just to get my headset up and running because you were talking, and I'm like, oh crap, he just went out.
Uh-oh.
It's all right though. I got it fixed now. It's doing that again, man. I don't know what it is, and I think it's just my white one that does that. My white controller, because the black one that I have, I don't have any problems with it. Not that I've ever known.
Yeah, I have the special gray 20th anniversary one, but I only use that for Steam. The only two Steams I got. I mean, two Steam Final Fantasy 4 on the DS and the 3D remake of After Years. One thing I'll be interested to see tomorrow evening if Nintendo talks about if SNES games might come to the online service, and then I might consider joining. But the only negative thing is you have to log back in like every 7 days to keep playing your games, which sucks.
See, that's ridiculous, man. That is so ridiculous.
And the fact that you don't really own those games anyway. It's not like the virtual console, you bought it and you can keep it forever and they can't take it from you. And with this online service, they're holding classic games hostage and you don't really own those games anyway.
Yeah, you're just basically getting a license is all that you're doing. You're not actually having something tangible you can hold in your hands. That's one reason that I backed off more and more from digital games, especially like when PlayStation Network has a sale going on. I'll just go and like I'll look at what they have for sale. But if there's something I really want to play, then it's going to be something that's going to be extremely cheap. There's not a snowball's chance in hell that I'm going to go and pay a whole ass load of money for something where I'm just getting the license for it. And what's going to happen a few years down the line? You're going to end up going and taking the license away, and then I'm not going to be able to have access to it anymore. You know, if I were to delete it off of my system, it's just ridiculous, man. People
or the store shuts down years from now and you can't re-download it.
Exactly, yeah. It's just like, oh, digital is the future. It's the future, man. There's more handicap. There's much more of a handicap going on with digital than there is physical. I mean, there just really is. It's like, oh, it's convenient just to do it from home. Yeah, okay. Well, that's like the only thing that I see about it. Jeez.
Yeah, it's just like when you rent a movie from your cable provider. Sure, it's cheaper. I mean, more expensive, but it's actually cheaper to go to Redbox and rent said movie. The only time I rent stuff from my cable provider, which is Comcast, is maybe stuff that Redbox doesn't have.
Yeah, exactly.
And of course, sure, Redbox is cheaper, but you only have like a day to watch it. It's not like back in the day for like Blockbuster Hollywood Video, you pay like $5-6, but you have maybe 3 or 4 days to watch it. So
yeah, exactly.
I think Blockbuster and Hollywood Video could have like like adapted if they could just like raise their prices, just like Best Buy with the GCU. You know, once mine goes away, I'm probably not going to be buying a lot of games like day one anymore unless it's something I really want. Like, I don't see the Tales of Despair remaster like in stock much for the Switch, so I'm glad I pre-ordered mine like months ago.
Oh yeah, I've seen it around a few different areas, like a few different stores, but it kind of seems like they've been low in stock. So.
And I'm surprised even the Xbox One version's been selling. Like I said, I had to go to GameStop to reserve one because I wasn't expecting their stock to be sold out because a buyer bought a pre-sold listing on sold. I was like, oh crap, I have to go to GameStop and reserve it. And I'm glad I got all my trade credit used up because just seeing how their like future is kind of very shaky, I'm like,
Yeah, especially knowing the limited amount of copies that they can put out sometimes.
What baffles me is the collector's edition. Say you bought a Switch version, you got like a DVD case, but of course you can't fit a Switch game inside a DVD like style case. They didn't make a specific hardcover case for the Switch. They just made like a disc version that has like repeat on it. And of course, I didn't care for like art books and stuff. I just wanted the game.
Yeah, that's so crazy. They ended up doing that with that special edition. It's just like they gave people like the super special edition or whatever. They just gave people a steelbook, but you couldn't even it's so stupid. I'm like, what the heck? I'm like, I don't even know what in the heck they were thinking when they came up with that. I mean, yeah, go ahead, give them, because I mean, the steelbook case can look exactly the same, but just have the little insertion thing in there where you can put the freaking cartridge.
Yeah, they just, I guess maybe they were thinking a lot of people weren't going to be buying the Switch version, so maybe that's the reason why they didn't make a steelbook for the Switch. I don't know. I mean, what it is, the company that made Shining Resonance Reframe, they made a steelbook case for both the PS4, Xbox One, and the Switch, so I don't know why Namco didn't do that.
Yeah, I actually have been wanting to get back to playing that again, honestly. I don't know how far I got into it, but it's kind of been rolling through my head like, man, I want to get back and play that again. Did you ever beat it?
No, I haven't had time to play like the past 2 weeks. I've been busy helping a friend of mine who runs a retro game store at a flea market. I've been busy helping him clean like NES games for the past like 2 weeks or so. I just finished cleaning the last of them today.
Oh, nice.
Plus being all the hot and cold weather, been like under the weather a little bit.
Yeah, hot and cold weather, you ain't kidding.
Yeah, I know, it was like really warm and it's like cold, and that's how you get sick.
Yeah, exactly, man. This weather is just nuts. It's just like tonight, I think it's like 30-some degrees outside, but then like a few days ago, it was like 60-something, and I think tomorrow's supposed to be 60-something, and then like the temperature's supposed to drop down the next few days. It's just this weird, man. Like the whole natural pattern of the Earth is just like up and down with the temperature. It's nuts. It's like freaking like the Ginyu Force or something, or it's gonna end up invading Earth. You know, and the whole everything with Earth, the weather and everything is going to go completely out of whack, and Freeze is going to come in, and the Saiyans are going to come in, Sail's going to show up, you know, you're just going to have one big massive battle all across the Earth. We're just going to be standing there watching them. Like, well, I guess we die today, but at least we get a good battle out of it. It'll take 15 episodes for Goku to summon this friggin' spirit bomb, but I guess we'll survive somehow.
But yeah, back in 2017 when they had the massive flu outbreak, you didn't get sick that year, did you?
When was it?
2017.
No, I didn't get it.
Oh wow, you were like, I got it like maybe like 2 weeks before Christmas, and I felt like shit for pretty much almost like a week and a half.
Oh,
I had like a fever,
jeez.
102, aches, chills, headache, the whole bit. Pretty much all I wanted to do was sleep.
That's pretty much the best thing that you can do. Sleep is one of the best things, and take a whole lot of fluids and vitamin C and things like that, and I think vitamin E as well. But I actually had got my flu shot last year, and that was like the first time I got it, and I think like the past couple of years.
Well, the reason why so many people got sick that year is because it was a new strain, and yeah, I got the flu shot just like you, but it was like a new strain. That's why so many people got sick that year.
Yep, that's exactly what it is, because they always say, oh, if you get the flu shot, it'll keep you from getting the flu. No, it just protects you from certain strains. Exactly. It only protects you from certain strains. It doesn't protect you from all of them, because that actually happened to me some years ago where I got my flu shot, and I ended up getting the flu, like, no kidding, probably like, I think like a few weeks later or something, and I'm like, what is this? And they're like, oh, well, you got a completely different strain. Even though you got the flu shot, you still end up getting it. Granted, it wasn't bad, but I still had it, and I had to fight it. You know, it wasn't terrible or nothing, but still, I still had it, and I had to stay out of work. But I'm just like, yeah, right. Oh, yeah, the flu shot to help you prevent you get the flu. Y'all, people who believe that are full of shit. Plain and simple.
Yeah, that year I had it, my mom saw me. She said I didn't even notice because I was so sick. My fingernails were so blue. My fingernails were like freaking like blue. I was so sick, and my mom saw me like shivering like as I was waiting like on the table or whatever while I was waiting for the doctor to come in. And it was funny when they did like the tests and stuff, it was negative, I think, because the symptoms had just started. That's why they didn't catch it. And of course then I also had like annoying like like cough that took almost like a month to get rid of. It just had to go away on its own.
Good grief. That sucks so much. Like, especially those chills, man. Like, it hits you, you gotta just roll up and make yourself like a human burrito.
I know. When I first woke up that morning, I thought I had like a real bad cold or something because I was like shivering like really bad. Then after like 10-15 minutes, I'm like, okay, something's wrong. I was like, oh, and then I had my mom call the doctor for me. He's like, oh, we have an appointment. And after I was like, no, fuck that. I know this is not a cold. It's something far serious. And at the time, I didn't know it was the flu. I was like, after, and I was like, no, fuck that, man.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god.
But yeah, now that I've had it, I hope I never get it again. My mom said she's only had it like twice in her life. But honestly, the only thing that really scares me worse is shingles. My mom's had them twice already. Think of it like chicken pox, but on steroids. That's pretty much what it is.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that stuff. I actually kind of found out myself that, because I have eczema that comes and goes every now and then. Sometimes it'll be severe and sometimes it won't. And I actually went to the doctor to take care of a situation I had with it probably like a few weeks ago, and all of a sudden the doctor looked me over and she said, you do have eczema. She said, but this right here looks like you have hives. I'm like, what the hives? What the hell? And then it turns out that apparently that's what it was, and she gave me some steroid medicine to take, and obviously I already had some cream with it, but I'm just like, hives? I was like, I never freaking heard of that. I mean, I've heard of it, but it's like I never ever had it before. Because she said, have you ever had it before? I said, I do not have any idea. I said, I've seen it, but I don't know what it feels like. I don't know what it's all about. And she said, oh, well, this is a picture of it. And she said, but from the way that it looks from here, she said, it really does seem like you probably have that. I was like, oh my god. So I was like, well, that's new.
I was gonna say, is it like a rash or something, or?
Yeah, it's basically like, it's a skin condition, but it's like a rash, and it can kind of be itchy, but at the same time, it can feel like it's kind of sore. It kind of makes, at least for me, it kind of makes you feel like your skin can crawl a little bit, I guess, depending on how severe it is, and you can't really, and it's kind of irritating. You can't really move around too much like you want to, depending on where it is on your body. It just kind of makes you feel stiff.
Yeah, like when my mom had the shingles, she said first she felt like she had a upset stomach, and then like she had like blisters like break out, and the only thing is you can only get that shingle shot one time, and you can get like medicine for like pain and stuff, but it just has to go away on its own. It's one of those things they can't really do much for other than give you pain medicine. It just has to go away. And when my grandfather was still living, he had them so many times, but it wasn't really as well known as it is now. And I used to see a lot of the commercials, and it says 1 in 3 people will get shingles in their lifetime, and of course it always would say in big red bold letters, if you had chickenpox, the virus is already inside you, and that's what's like scary. It's not really until you maybe hit your mid-50s and that's something you need to start worrying about.
Yeah, exactly. Jeez. It always sucks when you have to wait something out like that, man.
Oh, I see your Dragon Quest avatar.
Oh yeah, they're free on PSN right now. Oh yeah, it's a set of them actually. It's like there's one set and there's another set.
Yeah, and at first I thought about getting that Jump Force that releases later this month, but then part of me is like, nah, because I know Namco's gonna like DLC like the hell out of it, just like they're doing with the Fighter Z. There's like so much. There's like 2 season passes like worth of content. I'm like, eh.
Oh yeah. I really do want to get Jump Force, but considering it's a fighting game, I'm like, no, I'm gonna wait. I'm totally gonna wait for like a sale or something. There's no chance that I'm gonna buy a fighting game at. With GCU it'd be like $50, $48 or something like that. I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna be paying that much for it. I saw some more footage of it. It looks real badass. The only reason I want to get it because it's got like tons of like anime characters, and it's to celebrate the 5th anniversary of the Shonen Jump magazine. That's what it's for. Yep, that's right. That's exactly it. And there's definitely a whole lot of characters that they've had in that magazine too.
I wasn't really big on reading that, unfortunately. I knew it was, though.
I read a little bit of it when I was younger, but I never got like a subscription or anything to it.
I mean, I just read like a copy here and there that was in our local like Books A Million store. I'd read some, and sometimes I'd get like a subscription like to Game Pro or something that it would come sometimes every so often as a freebie. So you gonna be reserving any like big upcoming games before your GCU runs up?
Oh yeah, I definitely have some in order that I'm really looking into. I really do think that I'm probably gonna do that with Rage 2 for sure, because I saw some more footage of that today, and it looks absolutely insane. And Days Gone for sure.
Oh yeah, I saw the pickups video the Pixel Gamer Girls did that showed your Vesperia remaster and the Resident Evil, and I forgot what other games they said they bought.
Yeah, I got that for Heather and her wife, what the heck is this? Okay, that was weird. I can't keep up with all this action, man, and try to like read what the heck they're saying. They should have put this crap in English. The game is fun though. It's like fast paced and really flashy, but I'm just like, dude.
Dynasty Warriors.
Oh yeah.
And I see why. What is it? Hyrule Warriors for Wii U and Switch and 3DS did well. That's basically Dynasty Warriors, but with Nintendo characters. I guarantee if Koei and Nintendo got together and they made like a Mario themed Dynasty Warriors game, it would sell.
I can only imagine what in the world they would do with that. I can imagine 50,000 Goombas coming at Mario, and he just like does some massive like flame wall with the flame flower and just burn them all to a crisp. But yeah, I mean, I've got Fire Emblem Warriors and I have Hyrule Warriors, and they're fun, but I've never beaten any of them. But
yeah. And I was gonna say, just imagine being surrounded by thousands of Bowsers. You'd be like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, exactly. All right, that would be insane. Maybe they'll announce it tomorrow. Who knows? Yay, another trophy.
Yeah. Well, one thing I've always learned is to keep your like expectations in check, because then people post rant videos. Oh, they didn't show this or that. Blah blah blah. Well, it's your own freaking fault, asshole, for being overhyped.
Exactly. I'm the type of person where nowadays I'll get excited for games. I'm like, oh, it's a really cool announcement. I'm like, yeah, I want to know more about this. But I'm not one of those people that gets on my high horse like, oh, dear sweet baby Jesus in a manger, I gotta have this right now. I'm just gonna jizz all in my pants. You know, when they first end up getting an announcement of it, and people are trying to get every single piece of information they possibly can about this thing all throughout the year, and then here it comes time for release, and then their expectations get lowered, or halfway through the development cycle or something, maybe say halfway into the time it's going to get released, and then new info comes out they don't like, and then they piss and moan about it, and I'm just like, why don't you just try it and see what happens? You know, maybe it isn't exactly how you wanted it to be, but just see what happens. But some people just don't really see it that way.
Yeah, with Square Enix pretty much done with 15, I don't think we're going to hear anything about the newest entry until probably mid-cycle, until the PS5. And I read somewhere that, I forgot where it was, they said the PS5 might cost $500. I'm like,
Nope.
I'll only pay that much if it can play all 4 previous generations of PlayStation. Then I might consider it.
I've been hearing that they're planning on some backwards compatibility, but I don't know all with what.
Yeah, they're being very secretive, and there's not really much information.
Imagine if it was like compatible with every single Sony system, PS1, 2, 3, 4, Vita, and PSP. That would be something.
Yeah, I think Sony is pretty much done with handhelds though, and I'm glad I didn't really buy Vita, because most of the games I wanted either got remastered for PS4 or getting ported to the Switch. So
yeah, I have a really small Vita collection. I actually only recently got a couple Vita games since like near the end, like around Christmas last year and like a few weeks ago. That's been the only 2 Vita games that I've gotten, but other than that I hadn't gotten any Vita games for a very long while, because there's like a whole buttload of freaking like visual novels on them, man. I can't stand those things.
Yeah, I just hope that Square Enix doesn't do with 10 and 10-2 remaster what they did with the Vita. Like, 10 was on the physical card, but 10-2 was a download code, so I'm hoping they don't do that with the Switch version, because that would suck. I posted like a kind of a rant review on BestBuy.com for the Mega Man Legacy collection, and almost 50 people gave me like thumbs down. I feel like telling all those turds, I'm like, yeah, come talk to me in 10 years, assholes, when the Nintendo store shut down and you can't use that DLC code anymore.
You know what's funny about DLC codes is there has actually been a couple codes that I have found in some games that I've had that for some reason I just never redeemed, and it says
you said used, and
yeah, they actually went through. The things were like 3 years old or something, and they actually went through. I was like, I think the only reason they're doing that is just so that they can end up reaching a certain amount of downloads by a certain point, and that's it. Like for their numbers or whatever, for how many sales and things they make.
Yeah. Yeah, and I saw your reply. I guess I didn't read the article thoroughly enough. It said crash, so I guess it didn't sell 10 million units. I guess it probably shipped that much.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't surprise me. And now they finally, I imagine you're probably going to be reserving the Crash Team Racing remaster when that comes out in June.
I do want to get it because I never played it on PS1, so I definitely want to play it on PS4. But as far as like reserving it, no, I don't think I'm going to be reserving it at all. I'll just wait until it comes out.
Oh, you're just gonna wait till it comes out in June?
Yeah. I'll probably just end up doing that. Because, I mean, there isn't like anything real special, no real special reason for me to reserve it.
Special edition, yeah.
So.
So, oh, go ahead.
Oh, nothing. I was just saying, well, we're talking to the furry fox titty chick, whoever she is here.
Oh, I was gonna just go, where you at in the Spare remaster? Have you finished it yet?
Oh, I'm still at that puzzle that I told you about dealing with the angels. Yeah, I'm still there. I just been out playing other things and just have. Ooh, this is pretty. I just hadn't even really bothered to go back to it yet. Even though that I had been playing it as much as I bet I'm actually probably near the end of the game. I think I could be completely wrong, but
yeah, you're about I'd say about 60% of the way there.
Oh, already over halfway through.
I don't want to say like you know what comes after, but yeah, you still got a little bit.
Okay, yeah, that's cool.
Unless you want to do like a lot of the side stuff, like fight, you know, a lot of the giant monsters and whatnot.
Yeah, I've been fighting a few of them.
Yeah, they're worth fighting because some of them give you 10,000 or more experience, so it's worth it.
Yeah, there was one that I was fighting. I swear to God, I felt like I used every single freaking healing item that I had on me, but I managed to take him down. It took longer than I thought. Alright, I'm definitely not going to be talking to all these people. I can't, even though I love RPGs, I kind of got away from doing that so much.
Yeah, talking to NPCs and...
Yeah, I mean, I understand why people do it. I don't deny it in the least bit, but man, it just like, if it isn't something that's really important, story related, side quest related, or anything like that, I just step back and I'm just like, I don't want to waste time doing it. I mean, maybe I will later, go back and play the game later and see what's up. What the hell?
It's like an arcade machine or something.
Yeah, it's playing music off of there from I don't know what Tecmo games they are. William looks like he's trying to beat the hell out of the system for some reason. I can't do anything, it's just playing it. Oh, there we go. Damn, I just can't seem to get the hang of these things. Yeah, no kidding, because you're a warrior from like ancient demon Japan. I played Neo. Oh my god, I couldn't get into it. I tried, but I was like, F this game. I was just like, hell no, this damn thing's too damn hard. Oh my god! You left the bat.
It's amazing with all the, I hope Sony, I was gonna say, I hope Sony does step up their...
Yeah, exactly. You left the bat doing an unexpected presence. Yeah, yeah, no kidding. A freaking bear, and I guess that was me with a thong on, I suppose, unless I just walked up in there and there's some dude in a freaking Speedo.
But anyway, I was gonna say, I hope Sony steps up their game if they make a PS2 classic.
Yeah, I really hope that if they do that, they'll definitely do something. Yeah, exactly. The hell is this?
I was rewatching your ukulele stream today.
Oh jeez. Yeah, that was crazy. As stupid logs rolling down, and I couldn't figure out how to do it. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, and when I get the NES style freebie code, I'll either give it to you or the Pixel Gamer Girls, whichever one even wants it when I get it.
Oh, okay, that's
it's
cool.
like it's like for those who back the project, you get like a NES style gameplay as a freebie.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah,
that'd
I think
definitely
the
be
golden
sweet.
days of Kickstarter is like come and gone, like with Shovel Knight, and people are still complaining about Mighty Number 9. I mean, people need to let that go already.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with people constantly. I mean, from what I played of it, even though I'm not a Mega Man fan, I mean, it was okay. You know, it's not like it was anything that really stood out to me or nothing. But then again, I'm not like a Mega Man fan either.
And I was gonna say, I think Inafune, he like spread out his resources like too thin. I think he tried to put it on just about everything. The only versions that never came out were Vita and 3DS, which I imagine those were just probably scrapped.
Yeah, probably.
But if you like Mega Man, you should give 20XX a try. It's really good.
Yeah, I definitely have to look into it. Oh shit! I used all my gold on William. Should have used some on her. Oopsie boopsie. I got too greedy. The heck? That was the okay.
Yeah, I saw you were providing a commentary for which I forgot what game it was that they were, the Gamer Girls were streaming. I think it was either Resident Evil or something else.
I think so, yeah. I think that was it. I'm in and out of a bunch of various games if I'm available to chat with them on it whenever they're streaming.
Yeah, even though it's starting to become like spring now, it sure as hell doesn't feel like it.
Yeah, exactly. I think spring starts around middle of March or something like that. End of March? I can't remember.
Yeah, I hope we don't get a lot of pollen this year. Ugh. If it does, it needs to constantly rain to wash all that pollen out.
Yep, trees coming all over the place.
So other than gaming and working, what else you been up to?
Well, I think that's probably pretty much been it, honestly. Not really anything that stands out too far. How about you?
Yeah, not really, other than getting stuff around the house that need taken care of and just helping my mom with whatever she needs. It just sucks that my eBay selling is going to take a small hit with the like DCU ending, so just going to have to like rely on like going to garage sale hunting and just looking around for sales, and like say you buy like a lot of like say, you know, DS or PSP games, you keep what you want and just sell the rest. And of course I sell like little like freebies, like, you know, when you pre-order stuff you get like steelbook cases and stuff that I don't want. I just flip the freebies and make a little money that way.
Yeah, that's true.
Just the thing that's pissing me off, and the supervisor I talked to maybe like a month or two ago, she understands what a problem this is you know, with pre-orders, people using buyer's remorse as an excuse for not wanting to accept games. Like, I think I told you the story, this guy had like 3 feedback, and he said, oh, I was buying a PS4 from somebody, but the sale didn't follow through, and I want to cancel my Kingdom Hearts 3 pre-order I bought from you. I was like, no, dude, you technically with eBay, when you've already paid money for something, you technically paid money for it. It's not like with, say, Walmart or Amazon where you can like reserve something and cancel it because they don't technically have your money yet, because they don't charge your card until it ships.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and have you heard GameStop is changing their pre-order policy? I think you have like 30 days to get a refund or something. Then after that, it turns to trade credit instead.
Exactly. Yeah, I heard about that.
And well, one thing I think, I was talking with a buddy with this a week or two ago, and if you ask me, I think they need to up their like trade credit. They're not giving near as good trade credit like they used to.
Oh no, they'll try to scrap as much money as they can out of people.
Yeah, like I looked up like Kingdom Hearts 3 when it first came out, it was like 28, and I think Tales of Vesperia, the remaster, was I think like $21, which is absolutely ridiculous. This should be like, they should have given you at least, if it's a new $6 game, they need to give you at least 50% of what it's worth. They used to do that, but not now. Granted, GameStop's in a lot more financial trouble than they were, say, maybe 10 years ago.
Yeah, way back when, everything seemed like it was okay in terms of trading, but nowadays, hell no. That's another reason why I think they're probably going downhill, is just people really don't want to do business with them. I mean, I don't personally have anything against GameStop. I don't like some of their business practices, obviously, but I mean, I really do think they need to get rid of all that really expensive ThinkGeek crap, though, because that shit's ridiculous.
Yep.
And they got so much stuff that's getting put on clearance nowadays, it's just crazy. Okay, clearly that guy isn't going to die, because every little hit that I'm hitting at him isn't taking him down.
And also, I think people have kind of gotten out of the whole Funko Pop craze, and I was never into collecting those. I mean, I collected my occasional amiibo every now and then, but that was about it.
Oh yeah, I definitely have some pod figures. I have to have one that really stands out to me if I want to pick it up, and it has to have like some real good detail into it. Otherwise, I'm not bothering.
Yeah, I didn't want to bother, because it's like amiibos, only buy ones I want, because you know how it is with things that are like $10, $15. You'd be like, oh, you bought one that's 10, 20, 30, 40, then you're like, okay, what am I doing?
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. I'll just go $10 and that's it.
Yeah, I wish Nintendo would make a Princess Zelda Smash amiibo from A Link Between Worlds, but it doesn't look like they're going to do that.
That would be pretty sweet.
Yeah, because they've already made like various Link variations, but they don't seem to give Princess Zelda much love. The only ones they have is her Twilight Princess variant and the one from Breath of the Wild, and that's it.
Jesus, would you die already? Thank you.
And there was I'm not sure if this is still going on or not, but there's a bunch of Nintendo games I think are like $15 off. I think like that Raving Rabbids game, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and a few other ones.
Yeah, I really do wish that ARMS would go on sale, like a deep sale. The cheapest I've ever seen it has been $41, because my fiance has really been wanting to get it, and she's like, I'm not paying that much for that. She's like, I really want to get it and play it, but I don't believe in paying that much. Defeat? What the flying fuckballs is that shit? I'm going around trying to do these freaking things, and now it's telling me defeat. Well, screw you, dude. I'm gonna go do something else. Jesus. Oh my god. Oh god, it's almost 2. I'm tired as balls. I need to go ahead and save this and get ready to head on the bed.
You're an hour ahead of me, I forgot.
Yeah, it's 1:53 over here. So, but anyway, wait a minute. I guess I'll go ahead and do a manual save. No, do a manual save. Keep the autosave, move the manual save on there. Always good to have one of those. Oh well. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate everybody coming out to the stream and those who see the archive version. And I reckon we'll be back tomorrow night more than likely and get started on playing some of this. I guess maybe this is one of those games that came along that kind of really makes me feel like I want to just jump in something, play it, and then jump right out instead of having to think so much. So anyways, I'll go ahead and end this like I always do. Later, taters. Have a lovely day and all that shit.